Bria, I need you to chill. You about ready to go to bed, guys. This is nap time. Tiggy, 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 tiggy. Okay, guys. You know what? Sometimes I'm uncomfortable with Israel being on camera, but I think for now he's good. Okay, so it takes courage to love. Y'all, once you open up your heart chakra, expect to love. Okay? So I'm a yoga and meditation coach, so hold on. So when it comes to yoga, I open up my heart in stretching and breathing and meditating and stuff. And love is such a beautiful and sensitive topic, for me at least, because when it comes to love romantically, yourself, your children, nature, life, God, when it comes to loving, it takes courage to do it. And I know it was this scene on Medea's family reunion where she was like sang a poem, and she had been hurt before, and she met this guy that she didn't know if he was going to hurt her or not, but they started dating. Long story short, they went to this place where they sang poems, and she said it takes courage to be loved. When you've been hurt before, it takes courage to be loved and to love. And y'all, that's some real stuff, because you know, I tend to think that it's better to have love than to never have. If you go through life with your heart like this, and your life guarded your whole life, you know, that sucks. And you can think you're doing the right thing, but life will go by, and you know, you're 70 years old and you haven't loved. And that, not to say that even at that age it's too late, because it's not, but you didn't experience that love. And sometimes, even if relationships or whatever don't end as expected, it's still important to know that you loved. You loved. That's something to clap about. That's something to smile about. You loved with your heart. And it's even more courageous in a way to love where you don't own that person. I think today, in age, what they teach us about love is very controlling and ownership and possessive. Like, you know, where you at, you know, who is this, who is that, you know. And I get the fear of being cheated on, but at the same time, you can't own that person. Would you, even if that person did cheat on you, would you still love them? That doesn't mean things are going to be the same. That doesn't mean that boundaries aren't going to be made. But would you still love them because of them and because of your bond? People change, things change, life changes, but love is one of the most strongest ingredients for health and well-being and life is love. You know, and I've heard a saying of, you know, that God loved us before we loved God. And in a way, I kind of look at that metaphorically, because maybe that spark that created everything was just love. I don't know. It's something to think about. Maybe life, the whole reason why life happens, why people try to figure out things, why people make money, why people have a family, is because of love. Love is strong. It's strong, and maybe it will make you do some crazy stuff, but it's not just in your body that you feel love. It's a soul thing. We all, as human beings, need love. We need to be loved, and we need to feel love. Honestly, if there was more love in this country, in the world, then a lot of other problems would be solved. If we come from a place of love instead of lack, if we change our hearts and we don't hate, okay? So it takes courage to love. It also takes courage to love yourself, not just other people, because you have to love yourself. It takes courage for me to get on the mat after having a baby and meditate and breathe and face myself. It takes courage to do yoga, and my father just passed away and I need to cry about it. It takes courage to face yourself. It takes courage to journal and write about things. It takes courage to spend your money on pleasure and not just bills to love yourself. Like, you see what I'm saying? So either way it goes, it takes courage to love, especially nowadays, and to not be embarrassed if it doesn't go as planned. And guys, y'all, I'm not finna go too deep on my love life here, but I will talk about my love life with myself. Just like loving anyone else, loving yourself is a journey. It's easy and it's hard, but getting to know yourself, valuing yourself, and understanding that you are important as a person, your desires are important, your life is important, and can't nobody tell you that you have to live your life this way, because you love yourself and you take the courage to live within your truth. That is love. That's self-love. That's love. So I want y'all to think about a time where you had the courage to love, and I want you to kind of breathe and accept it and smile about it and congratulate yourself. Even if it did not end the way that you hoped, and even if it did, even if everything changed because you decided to love. And I want you to think about that. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to meditate real quick. And breathe through it. In a big breath in and out. Feel your heart beating. And think about a time that you loved. fill your heart with the sensation of love, as if you're giving yourself a hug, as if you're giving your heart a hug. Fill your body with gratefulness and breathe. Okay. And then you can open your eyes. That's a little practice that you can do to congratulate yourself and be grateful for having loved. You know? It honestly makes me think about my parents, and they got married before they had me. Yeah, they got married before they had me. And, you know, thinking back on it, there was a lot of things that wasn't right, in my opinion. But, you know, as their child, I do know that under all of the disagreements or whatever, all the other stuff that happened, they really did love each other. And I think both of them, deep down, just wanted love. And while love and boundaries, you know, sir, what's going on? I'm gonna get ready to go. But, you know, love and boundaries is a hard thing. And if a person can't respect your boundaries, or y'all can't find a middle ground, you know, it's okay to take time apart. It's okay to grow. You know, people grow, they change. But I think it's important to understand, and what I understand, like when I look at my parents' wedding photos and stuff, I'm like, they loved each other. And I think they both wanted love. Even if it was a trauma bond, it is still something that you guys are coming together to love. And you have to remember that. Okay, I'm about to go, y'all. I need to put my son to sleep. So have a good day.